Hello everyone. In this presentation, I'm going to put forward an widget in Android which is very popular, that is called Checkbox. What I have got in this program is there are three checkbox, red, green and blue. I will be clicking one of them and I want that the background window of this particular XML file should change to that specific color based on which particular checkbox I have selected. And at the top of that, it also would be showing me what was the previous color that I had chosen, and that will be shown in the text view. I know you can't follow at this point of time, so better execute the program. So right now this is completely white background, so let me choose any random checkbox. So I'm going for green. The moment I've chosen that, and now I'm clicking the button. As you see, the entire background got changed to the color green. Okay, so that is something what I want. How do I respond the checkbox with the button? That is something we will take care about it. The next thing what I want is the moment I will uncheck the checkbox, and this time I won't click the button, automatically as I uncheck it, it has to respond, and after responding it will get me back to the background white, and it will also keep track that the last chosen color was green. So let's see. Now you can see the entire background got changed to white and a text view message popped up where it is showing that the previous color was chosen as green. Now let's go and change the checkbox with the color blue. And now let me click the button. See, the background got changed. Now I will uncheck it. The moment I do that, white background gets revived and the text which was holding the green is now back to blue. Okay, now let's go and try out for the last checkbox, which is the red. Click the button, the background gets to red. Uncheck it, immediately you get to see the background is white again and the text message got replaced to red. So how do I implement this feature in Android using the checkbox? How do I perform the check event using button? And how do I uncheck this one over here without having the button involved? At the same time, if you see the entire text, the only this part of the text is retained. This part of this text is keeps on changing. So how am I managed to do this? And this is very interesting stuff which I tried out. Okay, as we all know that a string is a immutable. That means you cannot you can means if you replace the content of the string it will be creating a new reference, so that's not the best approach to go for. That's the reason I have used over here string buffer, which I will talk about. So let's move to the code part, and before I switch on, the XML file has got three checkboxes and a button over here, and the text box is over here as well. If I click the text box, you will be able to see here it is. This was the text box which we are displaying me the caption. Now come to the Java file. As I do that, I have initialized all the reference variable, and here I have made use of string buffer. So string buffer will give me the mutable feature that we would love to work with the string part. Okay, because I'm changing the content of the string content has to get changed. Like right now it's a red, so if I go for green and if I click the button, it's showing that still the red is there, but if I uncheck it, this is the mutable characteristics of the string that has to be there. Okay, so let's scroll down. After I have declared this reference variable, here I have gone from the initialization. I have written set on click listener for each of the checkbox, which I will be telling you a little later. So scroll down. Over here we have a method called check. This method is given a call from the button. So if you come over here, the button has a on click method and the name of the on click method is check, which I have given. You are free to choose whatever name you want, and here I'm checking that each checkbox property is true or false. If it is true, then this is the line which will change the background color of the XML. Get window dot get decorate view dot set background color, and here I have given a call to the color class directly. It is giving a call to a static method parser color, and here I'm setting the hex code. Since the first one is R, next one is green and blue, so that's how the sequence has been formulated. So that's the reason when I'm clicking the button, this particular change is taking place. But when I'm unchecking it, I'm not clicking the button anymore. Directly, the checkbox is able to follow my activity. I mean to say which functionality I'm going for. So the moment I'm clicking this, suppose I'm going for red, and then I'm clicking the button, and then I'm unchecking it. See, it can easily track which particular characteristics I have implemented. That is, the listener part now gets in. So move up, and here comes the listener. Okay, the listener is set on click listener, which will give a call to an interface which will having an abstract method on click. And here I have performed the boolean verification that if it is not true, that means the unchecked, that means we have not checked it, so it is a false. If it is a false, then I will change the background color to white. And the most interesting part comes over here. I will append the string with this particular statement called previous color. The segment of the code that I have to replace is this particular statement, and that's the reason I have gone for the method called replace. The number of characters in this particular string is 16, so what I'm doing is that I'm starting from the 16 until the end of the character, how many characters after this word, because red has got 3 characters while green has got 5 and blue has got 4, so I'm not counting by myself. Rather, I have given a call to the length function. Let the length do that particular work. So this is the stop portion. Okay. So here from it starting, here it will be end, and the text which I will be showing, I am fetching the content of the specific checkbox what text I have written. So this is the content of the checkbox. So red, I am fetching that content and I'm extracting with the help of get text, and then I'm putting it to the to string, and this whole thing is been implemented within the string buffer, which is a thread safe implementation of mutability rather than string builder. And finally, I'm setting that string buffer in the text view. The same logic I've applied for all the 3 checkbox implementing listeners, and only thing I've replaced is the checkbox name. So keep this thing in mind whenever you're working on set on click listener, you have to implement the specific checkbox on which you are going to work. Okay. So I think in this particular program you got few important ideas. First, how to handle checkbox in regard to button, how to handle checkbox by itself using the set on click listener. You also got some overview about string mutability implementing string buffer. I try to show you 2 methods over here, append and replace. So the overview of this program is not only checkbox but obviously to handle the string along with the checkbox, and this is very important feature because suppose you're performing a registration form, so the input of the checkbox has to be kept within the string buffer so that finally it gets saved in the database. Okay. In my next video presentation, I'm going to talk about spinner, which is another very important widget, and I believe that this particular video helped you to handle the checkbox. And let's wait for the next video. So have a nice time. Thank you so much.